Ready to start the cutting. Start down here with the red one. No particular reason, just to cut it off. So I'm cutting off the white strips, as you can see here. And I'm cutting actually through the paint, trying to make a nice straight edge. Of course, these pieces will be cut later and added to my color wheel. I need to cut them into the shapes. Just working my way through. Right, I'm finished. All of these now are trash, so I can throw those away. Those will no longer be used. I'll be using these. And the first thing I need is my primary colors, or are my primary colors. I have my yellow and I have my red. I'm going to use these to determine exactly which ones of the oranges will work best for my project. As I start laying these out, I'm going to put them in order. So I cut them and kept them pretty much in regular order. So I can lay these out. Move it. This one looks like it belongs over here. And this one on that end. Okay. So you can see that I have a pretty even gradient going from yellow-orange down to red-orange. With this in mind, now I need to use my primary colors to select the perfect orange. I'm looking for something that fits right between yellow and red. So I need something that is not too much yellow and not too much red. I found it easier to kind of tune my eyes a little bit first, so I pull one that's clearly off on one side or the other and put it together, and then spend a little bit of time just looking at it. I like to think of it a little bit more like you're listening for a very faint sound or something to that effect, so that you can really tell which one it is. But you're looking, of course, you're not listening. And as I look at this one, I begin to see there's a little resonance of some yellow up on this edge and a little bit of resonance of red down on here, so I know that it's in the orange range. But I'm going to test another one. Let's grab out of this one here and see how even those things turn out. So as I look at this one, it looks to me like there's too much of a step in between the yellow and the orange, and there isn't enough of one here to equal that out. So it seems like this one's just a little bit more to the red. So I'm going to put that one back in the stack. I'll grab something that's a little bit more yellow. Put that in between. And I know that this one is really close. See a pretty even exchange. So there's a pretty even step in between the red and the orange, as there is between the yellow and the orange. Just to test this out, I'm going to set this one separate now. I'm going to check the next best one that I have. That one. And that's clearly too yellow, so I know that that one's wrong. And I'll try the one on the other side of it and test that one, see if that one's better. And I would say that that is just a little bit too red, so I think I've got the right one. So now I have my primaries and I have my secondary. The last step of this process then is to select the tertiaries, or the intermediate colors that would go in between my primary of yellow and my secondary of orange, and in between my secondary of orange and my primary of red. So let me see. I'll need my secondary and my primary, and the process pretty much repeats. So I'm going to find one that I think is pretty close. I'm going to set my two colors on either side. I'm going to spend a little bit of time and let my eyes adjust as I'm looking at it, and it seems to me like there's just a little bit too much of a jump on this side. So I'll put that back. I'll try the one next to it. And it appears that there is a little bit, this one's a little bit too close to this one. This one is better, but it's not perfect. If I were in the classroom, of course, I would be allowed to trade with a neighbor if I needed to find one that fits evenly in between there. It is really close, though. I'm not going to deny that fact, that there is a pretty even exchange as this moves down. So we'll go with that one for right now. Then I'm going to select my red-orange, and I need my orange again and my red. This one looks about right. And that is really close. I'll try another one. And that does seem to be a little bit too much on the orange side. I'll try the one to the red of it. And yes, even though I can still see the resonance of the orange there, it's definitely closer to the red. So this is the best I have selected. I have the best selection possible from this group of colors. With that in mind now, I'm going to follow that same process through the other color families. So I'm going to follow it through the violets, and I'm going to follow it through the greens. I'm going to begin by using my primary colors to find the secondary color. Then I'm going to use the secondary color and each primary color to find the tertiary colors, or the intermediate colors that fit in between the secondary and the primary colors.